Hi there, and welcome back to Tom's English Tube. Today we're going to focus on the part 3 and the part 4 of the speaking. This is volume 2, by the way. I think there's another video that you can check if you want to. These are more tips and different examples to get you ready and help you out as much as possible. So please do remember to like and to watch the video until the end, because there is a lot of information, to subscribe and to share with your friends. And without any more hesitation, let's get it rolling, and here we go. Take a close look at the requirements. That's what you've got to do. Requirements. Personally, I think the best thing to do would be to use the building for a new modern hotel. We get lots of tourists all year round, and for about 6 months of the year, most of the hotels in our town are fully booked. With a large new hotel, we could attract even more tourists. That would mean more money coming into our town, which would boost our economy. An alternative would be to a new shopping center. Our current shopping center is quite old and needs updating, so it might be better to build a brand new one. If we made it bigger than the old one, we could persuade more shops and cafes to open in our town. This would not only be better for shoppers who live here, it would also provide much needed jobs in the area. As you can see, I use a lot of expressions and a lot of nice words to say what I am intended to say. Does your town have any old interesting buildings, ancient buildings, or historical sites? Well, in my town, we have a very interesting and ancient church. It is built out of stone and has windows shaped like flowers. The roof is in poor condition, and in fact, the whole church is now empty. But I think it's beautiful, especially at sunset. Do you agree or disagree with people who wish to preserve old buildings, who are passionate about conservation? I agree with people who want to preserve old buildings because I think old buildings tell us something about the period when they were built and what people's homes were like. I especially like the way old buildings are often very unique, unlike modern buildings which can all look the same. What do you think buildings in the future will look like, be like? I think that in the future, buildings will get taller and taller as the population is growing so fast that we need to build upwards to have enough space for everyone. Also, buildings will be built closer together and maybe smaller for the same reason, for there being too many people. Where do you spend most of your time? I tend to spend most of my time in my bedroom because I have a lot of studying to do. In my bedroom, I can listen to music while I work and nobody disturbs me. Also, I like the way the room is decorated because I chose the paint, color, and the carpet myself. When do you think people should leave their family home? I think people should leave their family home whenever they are ready, if their parents agree. Some people want to be independent earlier than others, and some parents want their children to stay at home longer. Many students leave their family home at around 18 to go to university, but may move back home when they finish studying. Where would you like to live? In the country or the city? At the moment, I live in the city. And this is where I prefer to live because there's lots going on. It's easy to get around on public transport, and I don't have to rely on my parents to drive me to places. Okay, so I hope you liked the tips I've given you, and I also encourage you to take a look at the way I express my answers, because they will help you pick out some of those replaceable topics and maybe create something solid for you to have ready when it is your turn. So thank you very much, and I'll see you around, and as always, have a happy life, and I'll see you around. Ciao, ciao, people.